Thank you for joining. This is a networking lab demonstration. In this video, I'll be using Ansible, a powerful open source tool that takes the headache out of managing and configuring your infrastructure. With Ansible, not only can you manage your network, you can also deploy applications and automate various repetitive tasks commonly performed in software engineering. While the well-known automation tool NetMiko is primarily used for network management tasks, the application of Ansible reaches far beyond the scope of computer networking. Like NetMiko, Ansible is agentless. This means that software need not be installed on network devices. However, unlike NetMiko, Ansible uses JSON-like files called YAML files to execute commands instead of Python scripts. These YAML files are referred to as Ansible Playbooks. Let's take a look at the topology. I'll be using a GNS3 virtual machine for this demonstration. I have a Linux machine from which I will run my playbook, 3 Cisco routers, and 2 switches, from which 4 other Linux machines are connected. I'll open up the console of the machine with Ansible configured. From this machine, I'll run my playbooks. First, let's navigate to the directory containing my Ansible playbooks and take a peek at the YAML file using the nano command. The first thing that you will see is the 3 dashes, which indicate that this YAML file contains a list of directives or tasks. Ansible playbooks contain a list of tasks, hence the 3 dashes are used. I then name the playbook. Next, I supply the group name of the target devices. This was previously configured in my Ansible hosts configuration file. I indicate false for gather facts because I'm going to specify what information I want returned within the command itself. I give the first task its name, specify the command, and store the output. I then give the second task a name and indicate this task as a request for output of the previous task. That's it for the file specifications. Just to backtrack, there are 2 configuration files for Ansible, the hosts file and the ansible.config file. The hosts file is where you list your target devices and IP addresses. As for the ansible.config file, I made one change to the file. I uncommented the variable host key checking and left the default as false. Ansible uses SSH to establish communication between the control machine where Ansible is running and the managed hosts, the remote systems being managed by Ansible. Okay. Let's run the Ansible playbook. I want to run show IP interface brief on all routers listed in the hosts config file. And there it is. A very familiar view, except with a much faster completion time. I'll take a moment to compare the topology to the output for each router. Okay, router 1 looks good. Router 2 also looks fine. And finally, router 3 looks good. Okay, great, that's it. Ansible playbooks are very helpful in network management. The command run using this playbook has got to be one of the most common commands in network engineering. The ability to automate the command without having to know the Python programming language is very beneficial. Hundreds of network devices can be managed using these task-driven playbooks. Without a doubt, learning and applying automation tools within a virtual lab environment has been exciting. I can certainly see how network automation will increasingly become a valuable skill. Well, that's it. I invite you to visit the channel and browse the playlist for similar video demonstrations. Goodbye for now.